Hey, what's up, guys? So, today we're going to be talking about the new Odyssey movie that, in my opinion, looks fucking awesome. If you don't know what the Odyssey is, it is a ancient story about this epic adventure where they fight a lot of mythical creatures that take place in the Greek mythology. And it is an amazing story that has really stood the test of time, and it's being remade into a movie because Hollywood's unoriginal. But it looks to be a pretty good movie from what I've seen. I watched the trailer and it looked like it could be a fun action movie that gets people into the theaters, and I liked it a lot. But the problem is that there is a lot of backlash coming from people who love history, which will always happen with historical movies. This isn't something new that hasn't ever happened with historical movies. It literally happens every single fucking time. And the reason people don't like this one as much is because the armor isn't authentically Greek or ancient, and that really upset a lot of people for some reason. And a lot of people agree with this creator that I'm going to be talking about today, which I kind of understand. It's very upsetting seeing people change history, but at the same time, it's not something where they're trying to change the history. They're just trying to make the movie look way more intimidating and the people in the movie look way more, for lack of better words, tough. And I think that's why they did that. But here's an entire video yapping about it. It's kind of stupid.
The theater to the new Odyssey movie better be fucking empty, because what the hell do you mean? What the hell do you mean? That the team for Christopher Nolan's new Odyssey movie reached out to Dimitrios Katsikis, who is considered the expert on Greek armor. This man is an actual blacksmith whose work is so accurate down to the material and the method of making it that his armors have been featured in museums. He is considered one of the best blacksmiths of now. His work is so beautiful. The team for the new Odyssey movie reached out to him and said, "Hey, we're making an Odyssey movie. Do you think we could collaborate?" And he said yes, because he was excited by the concept of working on a big budget movie and having historically accurate Greek armor. And then they ghosted him. Not told him, "Hey, we're moving in a different direction." Didn't say, "Sorry, maybe you're a little bit out of our budget." No. They never responded back.
I'll give a little credit where credit is due. The guy she is referencing and talking about is dope as fuck. And I think the movie would have been so much better off if they used some of his armor. But it was probably just way too expensive and they gave up on the idea. I think they still should have contacted him, been professional about it. But, I'm not going to get that mad over that.
They ghosted the expert on Greek armor in favor of Party City Roman-esque armor that they spray painted black. The theaters better be empty.
Oh, let's pump the brakes there. The armor that you want in the movie is fucking goofy as hell. Look at this. Is that what you want in the movie? Because I sure as fuck don't. Yeah, I get it is historical, but at the same time, it looks like dog shit. I don't want that in the movie. I think that would suck. It would make them look really weak as hell. Yeah, I agree it's not historically accurate, and that's something that we should probably get out of the way and tell people about, but I don't think we should boycott the movie because they have the wrong armor. This is a movie that literally has a 20-foot Cyclops. We're gonna fucking boycott it over a suit of armor? Also, by the way, if you don't know, this is the armor she's talking about. And I think it looks badass as hell, but what do I know?
And this wouldn't bother me as much. I mean, it does definitely bother me. But the thing that takes my blood from boiling to lava is that Christopher Nolan is going around doing interviews saying that this is going to be the most accurate adaptation of the Odyssey ever.
And that's a point that I kind of understand, but at the same time, he's not trying to make it a historical documentary. He's not doing a timepiece on this movie. What he's doing is romanticizing a historical story that was already romanticized just to make it more appealing to modern audiences. because that suit of armor that they tried or wore during that time period sucked. I didn't think that suit of armor looked cool at all. I wouldn't be intimidated if a dude was wearing that. Yeah, the new armor looks kind of cheap, and hopefully it'll look better in the movie. But from the rest of the trailer looks fucking amazing. I saw the trailer. I just watched it while researching this video. It looks great. I think I'm going to go see the movie in theaters, which is something that I don't typically do. And to harp on such a small part of the movie, too, just the armor, is so pretentious. I think calling it out would be a good idea, saying, hey guys, just remember this isn't historically accurate. But getting to a point where your blood is starting to boil is just so fucking weird.
I just watched the trailer to the Odyssey movie, and oh my gosh, guys, you were right! It looks amazing! I mean, the costuming is just gorgeous! I'm so sorry about what I said, guys, and as penance, I'm gonna buy 20 tickets to the new Odyssey movie.
Damn, bro, you got the whole squad laughing. I'm kidding, of course. I don't think this whole pretentious attitude is warranted at all just because we have a disagreement over the fucking suit of armor, but alright.
Okay, now that I've successfully gotten a few of you to watch past the first 2 seconds of this video, I know that realistically, I'm not stopping anyone from watching this movie. If you're gonna watch it, you're probably not gonna be convinced by some random Greek lady on TikTok.
If you won't go to the movie because it's not hyper realistic to what it would look like in that time period, then you're a fucking weirdo. No offense, I get it. Like, I get wanting things to be historically accurate, but it's one part of the movie, and it's a fictional movie at that. It's not trying to depict actual history.
I'm not Charles Xavier. I can't, control the masses to not go see a movie by what is one of the most well-known directors right now. Like, yeah, I get it. Regardless of the stuff that I saw in the trailer and my previous video, I got a lot of comments of essentially people being like, who cares? It's fiction. Who cares? There's mermaids and shit in it.
All very valid points.
There's a giant with one eye. Who gives a shit? It's fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. What are they supposed to do? Have historically accurate for something that never happened in history? Yes, I hear you loud and clear. I get basically the same copy and paste comment every single day.
Boo-hoo, you tried boycotting the movie because you wanted to be,
actually, that armor isn't realistic.
like, dude, what? Yeah, like, it looks like a sick movie, and it's directed by an amazing director. Like, yeah, people are going to be a little upset that you're trying to boycott the movie over something stupid. What did you expect?
The thing that I want to talk about, and this might be the last time I talk about this, because I made a whole video about it and nobody paid attention, so whatever. The thing is, I have to question if people even like the work of Homer.
And there we go. The mask is finally gone. The pretentiousness is just fucking oozing out here.
You guys don't like Homer because you don't like the armor.
Dude, that's such a shitty fucking point. I like the Odyssey. I think it's an amazing story. I think that armor looks goofy as hell. I understand it's historically accurate, and it is an incredibly valuable piece of history. But this isn't a historically accurate movie. It's supposed to depict the story, which is fiction.
You say that you like the Odyssey. People say that they like Greek mythology. Yet, they follow up comments about liking Greek mythology with Greek armor is ugly, why would you put it in a movie?
You can like and dislike things without actually hating the culture. Or anything for that matter. I don't like country music, but that doesn't mean I hate Southern culture or anyone that sings it. That's such a dumb argument.
It looks ridiculous. Why use it? I don't think you like Greek mythology. I think you like a very tailored, a very marketable, a very overly exploited version of Greek mythology that is so unrelated to the real thing that it's almost unrecognizable. I question if you can be a fan of the works of a man while simultaneously ridiculing and not paying any attention to the world and the culture that that man came from.
Please tell me this is rage bait, because that's the dumbest fucking opinion I have ever heard. What do you mean that I hate the culture and the works of the people from that culture because I don't like one part about it? Just because I don't like soccer doesn't mean I hate every culture where soccer's a big part of it. That doesn't mean that at all. I just don't like watching soccer. Like, that is such a stupid fucking argument that she is trying to make.
It's feels like saying your work is valuable, but the context from which it came from has no value to me.
Newsflash, you didn't fucking write the story. What the fuck are you talking about? I have the same ancestors as Alexander Graham Bell, but that doesn't mean I fucking made the telephone. This is such a stupid video.
It's just a product. It's just a product. Who cares? It's a product.
It's not a product, it's a story, but okay.
Fine. And if everything I just said in the past, 2-3 minutes, you don't give a shit about, then realistically nothing I'm ever going to say is going to mean anything to you.
I really hate to sound like a grifter, but that's such a pathetic argument, and you are so obviously trying to play the fucking victim here. Like, you're trying to make me write off everything that you have ever said because I disagree with you on a fictional set of armor. What the fuck are you talking about? This is actually so fucking pathetic.
Fine. Have fun at the movie theater. I hope you like the movie. I don't want people to spend their money on shit and then hate it. Support your local theaters. Buy a big bag of popcorn.
It's so pathetic to act like you actually wrote this story or really have any input on it. You're not fucking Homer. You didn't write the story. I don't know if you're even an ancestor of Homer, so I don't even know if your ancestors helped write it. So what the fuck are you talking about? Honestly, like, what are you talking about? You didn't fucking make it. It's a different set of armor, and you're almost crying because of it, and then you leave us with the banger of, well, I don't want people to spend their money on it and hate it. Because the armor is a little different, you're gonna hate the movie? What? That's such a weird take to have, and one I just don't understand. I can understand small details ruining the movie, but at the same time, if you just look past the unrealistic armor, you're going to see an unrealistic movie. It's not like the armor is going to fucking throw everybody in a loop. Yeah, a couple of history nerds might be up in arms about it like you, but at the same time, I think the general consumers are going to enjoy it far more than if they had that rinky-dink armor that was accurate for the time. I think more people would have probably laughed at that armor, but what do I know? I'm just some guy that likes making videos. Anyway, that'll be it. Peace.